Princess Pesta, and now she's free. We going?
응?
An illusion.
환상. 우와. 이렇게 밖으로 나와지는구나.
At last. But it was worth it, right? You learned something about Ciri in the end. Something important. Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell me about it afterwards.
Don't know that I'll get the chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves.
Oh.
I've always seen you as an example of the latter. Besides, I've a favor to ask you. So, visit me sometime?
가능하다면.
I'll try.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
호 포탈. 가능? 호. 버틀 딱 준비해서 좋은 게임이구만. 어디로 가야 하오?
The rats, why did you need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
뭐야?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt! You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so. Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
도와주겠어.
Why are you
아,
I fe- the point.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Phi Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
왜
Can't
같이
you
가지
just come
않지?
with me?
I tried to go to Phi Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
만든 게 아니구나.
Does
찾은
it belong
거구나.
to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
그래요?
Baron home?
Depends who's asking.
A witcher. Want to talk to him.
Yeah. And I want to plough the lovely Queen Cyril.
Seen this man before. In at the crossroads. You brought us around. As I recall, you were to go your separate way.
It led me here. Gotta talk to the Baron.
Oh, aye? What about?
Something important. His ears only.
Fine. Lodrin, let him in. If he makes any trouble, well, we outnumber him.
Open the gate. Sergeants. Ardle. Witcher, to see the Baron. Don't want no disturbances. That clear?
What do you think? Nilfgaard called you a sergeant. You a Temerian soldier?
Not your concern, mate.
Deserter.
Temerian army don't exist, no.
So what are you all doing here?
Had a choice after the Black Ones thrashed us.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why, let's...
Show me what you got.
뭘 팔고 있지? 별로네. 지도는 사놔야겠지.
See ya.
Oi, where the fuck are you?
Me? The more I drink, the clearer I think.
Oi, where the fuck are you going?
드거프네.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
와, 방어력 20 올라간다. 개쩐다. 34 올라가네? 아, 내려가는 거구나. 올라간 게. 책 사서 읽기는 너무 비싼데.
So long.
Oi, oi.
There's horses on.
상자 어딨어, 상자. 난 상자를 원해.
I'll tell you where the loot's at. Your mate split the
Oi, where the fuck are you going?
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
아, 안 열려 있어. 아. 걸어가야 돼, 걸어가야 돼.
Get out of it. Emphysema. Now those were balls. Attended a few, me and my Annie. Oh, how we danced, how we twirled.
Ooh!
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
어, 쟤 개 같다. 워크래프트 나오는 총 쏘는 애.
But the deliveries must be weekly.
Won't you stay for tea?
No.
와, 쟤, 아, 쟤 똑같은데?
Look at that. Didn't even stay for tea. In spite of all that blabbering about how cultured the nation is.
시오님이잖아.
I know who you are. Believe I also know why you've come. We'll talk inside.
모자가 너무 작은 거 아니야, 친구?
Make yourself at home. Hey, where'd I put the bloody vodka?
보드카.
There it is. A snifter.
마셔줘야지 또.
Why not?
Ha! A man after my own heart. With Foltest dead and Natalis whereabouts unknown. Bloody hell. Who's a loyal Temerian to drink to these days?
Himself and his company?
Good enough. To the matter at hand. I'm Philip Strenger. Now the blobtits round here call me the Bloody Baron.
Geralt of Rivia. Blobtits call me the Butcher of Blaviken.
I said already, I know who you are. Truth be told, it's the only reason we're talking. How do you like it here in Velen?
바로 그냥 본론으로 가자.
Talk about the scenery.
You're wrong to avoid the topic. You've just arrived, plain to see. And the local swamps and bogs, they're interesting to say the least. Someone loses their way around here, he becomes damn hard to find.
What are you getting at?
Many have lost loved ones here. Some their wives.
시오전 1208님 어서 오세요.
협박입니까?
What's that supposed to mean? That a threat?
Aye, not as clever as I suspected you'd be. No,
Oh.
it's no threat. I'll spell it out for you. I know who you're looking for. She showed up some time ago, exhausted, wounded, and stinking like a soaked hound after a hard hunt. Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp. Said some beasts from the woods attacked her before she could reach the village.
아프겠다. 아 뭐야? 이걸로 해야 돼?
That was close. I must leave this place.
그래서 파밍은 하고 가야겠지? 얘도 너무 늦게 나온 거 아닌가? 어째 이쪽보다 공격 빠른 거 같지? 대면이 더 센 거 같고. 책강이밥.
You can calm down.
어린애인가? 남자아이?
Hello there. Are you lost?
A little, I guess.
아니네. 여자아이네.
Yes. Though also just a little.
Does that mean you know which way to go?
Not quite. Not yet. But I'm sure we'll find the way if we set off together.
What happened to you?
This? It's nothing.
여긴 어떻게 온 거니?
How did you wind up here?
My father brought me. Told me to follow the trail of treats and eat my fill. He said he would wait. So I started down the trail. Then I saw a butterfly, and I ran to catch it, and I lost my way.
Your father. Why did he have you follow the trail of treats? Do you know?
Because we had Nap to break our fast with.
I don't understand.
I was naughty. Broke a jug. Spilled all our milk.
Your parents must have been angry.
허허.
Said I should be spanked. But father said wouldn't do no good. Too many mouths to feed anyway. Sending me down the trail of treats. That would solve things.
You and your father. When did you leave home?
This morning,
And did the sun warm your face or your back?
it warmed my back.
So we must go east.
오.
I'll walk you home. Explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods.
We can't go home because of the Wolf King and his pack.
늑대왕.
No kings among wolves.
These have one.
And you've seen him?
Yes, I mean, no. From behind a tree. He was huge, with giant eyes and great fangs, and he was terribly, disgustingly horrific.
코.
See what I've got on my back?
맛있. 런니 어서 와요.
Kings do too. Come, I'll help you up.
뭐지 저거?
Wolves! Quick, hide!
뭐야? 우와. 개 많은 거 아니야? 그냥 피가 많아서 맞으면서 해도 되는데?
You can come out now.
맛있는 거 다 먹고 싶어.
Massacred by something with immense claws.
0029ALAN 님 어서 오세요.
Look!
어서 오세요.
There's something there.
Wait here. Don't come any closer.
But
No buts. Stay here. I must see something. Bloodshot, but still moist. He died recently. Lips parted and bloated. Bit clear through his tongue. Immense pain before death.
손뜸.
Let's see. His liver's gone.
why are you digging through his belly?
Would you mind making certain your laces are tied? His chest is crushed. Ribs probably pierced his lungs. Something picked him up and threw him against the tree. Something tore his leg off. No, gnawed it off.
Ew, that's horrible.
Stay there and look away. What's this? Marrow's missing.
어린애도 보통 비명 지를 텐데.
The Wolf King's no fantasy, it seems. Except he's a werewolf.
아, 늑대왕이 늑대 인간인가?
He had a fall.
I bet. The Wolf King got him.
When did children get so smart?
What'll we do when the Wolf King finds us?
Good question. I've no silver, but I can make a blade oil.
Oil? You mean like we make from rapeseed?
No, a far more special oil. Of dog tallow, wolf's bane, bull's parsley, and wolf's liver. The Wolf King will feel terrible, terrible pain.
You're smart. How do you know these things? Did your father teach you?
Not my father, my uncle.
개미였어 삼촌. 거엽잖아. 늑대간이 필요하구나. 늑대 잡으려면 늑대 동족이 필요하다는 건가? 어디 데미지가 300씩 박히냐.
They're gone. You can come out. Do parents often send their children out to follow the swings? Blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this. All right, I have everything. Now for a spot where I can build a fire and brew the oil in peace.
What you doing?
Greasing my blade. We'll see just how effective Uncle Vesemir's formulae are.
아직 애들 목걸이가 없구나. 2층에 목걸이가.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 피가 회복하네? 오, 좋다.
This way, through the cave.
You lead.
여기야?
It's a bit dark.
Afraid?
Are you?
No.
자켓랑 비슷하신가요?
어떤 거요? 어떤 자키요?
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide.
팔로 감사합니다. 자키랑 어떤 게 비슷하? 그러니까 트위치 자키랑 뭐가 비슷하다고? 뭐 데미지 쭉쭉 들어가네? 아 잠만. 그냥 공격하면 안 되는구나. 신문력.
본인이랑 비슷하다고 생각하시나요?
아니요. 저는 저렇게 생기지 않았습니다.
Dark.
Afraid?
Are you?
예.
Then I'm not either.
워터 밑줄 7864님 어서오세요.
The Wolf.
자키처럼 안 생겼습니다.
저건 누가 그려준 거예요?
시청자분이 그려주셨어요.
Why, you really give him a drubbing. Never seen anything like it.
Girl, you can come out now. Come on.
아빠인가? 설마?
You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest.
Must be. We was returning from Midcops when the brute attacked. I managed to flee, but Yaren,
The little one. No details. You have bandages at home? Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately.
I I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a powerful man. He's sure to help you. Might even reward you for cutting the werewolf down.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
저 목 가져가야 되지 않나? 늑대인간 목. 배고팠나 보다. 나도 배고파. 아, 애 영주구나, 애가.
Just who do you think you brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it. I think I'd know my own child.
Well, might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit a likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward?
소름.
You'll not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hounds on you.
저렇게 사기친다고?
So, stew any good?
Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in...
Clear to see. I'm pleased you like it. Had them prepare a bath for you once you've eaten. And you could do with some sleep. Gretka in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite the kitchen.
Thank you. Shh.
Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested. So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
A topic for another time.
Take it you won't give me this information for free.
Sharp you are. I regret your loss. Commiserate. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well. I propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All I know.
EXLZ님 어서 오세요.
안녕하세요.
But then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
You have my word. Guard! This man's under my protection. No one's to bother him in any way. Don't stare, I've not grown horns. Treat it as a token of my good faith.
When do you see them last?
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
도망간 거 아니?
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how. Besides, Velen's naught but swamps and marshy woodland. Plenty of hard-to-find nooks. If you're looking to hide someone, this is the place.
허.
Maybe they were... Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is all. None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
Anything unusual happened before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well. Devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things, nothing unusual.
This place. Must be hard to be the only two women here.
This place? What do you mean? I wanted for nothing here. Pheasant for dinner? Not a problem. Blue ribbons from Toussaint? Say the word.
Had your men in mind. Their company. Sure your wife and daughter weren't being harassed?
My men are a horde of horsens, but they know their place. One of them so much as looked at Anna or Tamara crosswise, I'd cut him down like a dog.
Oh.
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
I'll not let a stranger pore through their belongings.
Want me to find them or not?
I do.
Then let me work.
Fine. But I shall go with you. The doors are locked.
뭔가 여기 검치가 많을 것 같은데. 아, 그러네. 있네. 굳이 여기는 파밍지 가서지. 하나밖에 없네.
When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall? You see it there? Whoa, what's a trophy?
와, 다 훔치고 싶다. 다 훔쳐야지. 밤행 역시 최고라니까. 너는 훔치지 못하겠구만. 아, 좋은 거 많은데 다음에 말하겠구만. 훔치지 못하겠노. 예. 일단 밥을 먹고 오겠습니다. 이 의에오 마마무 무마
Can you kill the monsters? All of them.
얘가 여기 있네?
So you're Gretka.
I am. And you're Geralt.
How do you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Siri told me about you.
오,
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
다 친구?
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Her friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I bought her breakfast and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did. But he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone.
오기인가?
It's worth a lot. Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
도와주고 있다고?
Thistle. Thistle. Shenanaking.
You white one, look like you got soused last night too.
아, 이쪽이 이쪽이 끝이구나. 이쪽 바깥쪽?
So Siri was here.
뭐 다른가? 50, 10. 완전히 다른 거구나. 됐고, 이 눌러서 읽어주고.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Siri must have used these. Siri get this. Looks like she left in a hurry. A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
코 장난감. 기타는 뭐 판정이 안 나는구나. 뭐 올라가면 되겠다 이제. 12방에서?
아리아나 마리엑스님 어서 오세요.
Baron and his wife. Seems they have friends in high places and busy.
안녕하세요. 말 걸었는데 또 걸어?
Look familiar.
My top. Where'd you find it?
Siri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Siri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
Thanks, Gretka.
I'm not here. I'll help him.
Could use some hair of that.
아 잠만.
Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Bedchamber. Tamara's room is there. Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as they left it.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks.
아 커피.
Anise. Sandalwood. And something else.
아.
Saffron.
뭐지? 재결혼한 건가? 음. 지금 침 뱉은 거야? 허, 어이없네. 호.
Well, bring out the gimp.
The gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
기도문. 좌익문이 도우서서.
An altar. So, the eternal fires made it to Velen.
호. 자는 중이지. 개꿀맛. 아.
Let's drink for it's nearly night. Sir, spare me a copper, eh? For a bite of bread. I swear it.
쟤는 아무도 모를 거야. 와, 이렇게 맛있는 게 겁나 많잖아. 개꿀 모르는 척. 이 악물고 모르는 척. 개꿀. 개꿀이잖아. 사탕도 있네.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Done poking around?
help thinking I've missed something. Need to take another look.
파밍의 시간이지. 오호.
Wooden candlestick. Broken.
파밍.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope. Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size. The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side. It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there.
호.
Fight might have happened here. Ought to look for clues. Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
어, 뭐야?
Deep nicks. Hit with a heavy object.
가나 알아갈수록. 더 이상 없나?
Damn, trail breaks off. Spruce wood. Could find
Smells of
something
juniper
else, incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
발광한 것이 별로 없대.
Done poking around?
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
This is Triss. No offense, but, not great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk. Don't remember a thing.
술이 웬수요?
By the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing. Not a one of them.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Herveloos?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. What does it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. She's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
호. 됐고. 더 할게요.
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Comfortable, strong, and light'll do just fine.
Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordaroch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordaroch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
대장거의 장소는
These legends mention where the forge might be.
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
호.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
근데 아씨.
Where's that noble? Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse. Head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
탭에서 등불 횃불 있는 칸에서 그냥 마우스 휠 굴리시면 바뀌어요.
고마워요. 사파이어 가죽, 약꿀. 아, 위 아래로 눌러야 되구나. 이거 아니야?
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 아, 코코님 반가워요. 혹시 귀신이야? 뭐야?
저는 카페랍니다.
카페
Must have died here.
확인이요. 재밌게 재밌게는 아니지. 화이팅 하십시오.
네.
고의가 아니라고요.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants.
과제하러
I'm not hearing
왔어요.
them again.
네네.
That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
따라 먹을 아이템은 없네. 몇치까지 있는 거야?
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
코코러류고사님 어서 오세요.
죽어버렸누? 이야, 아이템 짱이고만. 개꿀맛. 개꿀맛.
역시 바닐라 라떼는 최고. 큐큐큐.
저도 주십시오. 한이충이 되어 보겠습니다.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
없어요,
I'm at
허허.
the top.
아,
Nothing here
아씨.
that looks like a
제
laboratory.
거입니다.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
열리는 소리 봐. 개무서워. 뭐를 여기다 넣어놨어? 무섭게시.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
물론 큰 희생 없이 성공 없는 법이다. 그들 중에 압도적인 수준. 소금. 아나벨. 뭐야?
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seem to hurt me as well?
돌아갈 필요 없어.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower.
Alexander.
Dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
potion.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease.
온니폴 밑줄님 어서 오세요.
Causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Ho ho.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. Let them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, got it. There's something about you. You're different.
디코 나가 있어야겠다.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him.
분기에서 선택하셨군.
아 진짜요? 이게 분기예요?
네.
설마 요번 분기인가요? 아니면 다음에도?
뼈를 가지고 그레이엄에게 가봅시다.
좋아요.
이 부가 퀘스트 분기예요.
그냥 퀘스트만 분기되는 거죠?
네.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
일단 선택하신 거 보고.
네네네. 설마 저 뒤에 뭐 더 있지 않겠지?
반대쪽 루트는 알려드릴게요.
네네. 공중에 떠있어.
허공답고.
오씨. 있을 줄 알았는데 없네. 아씨. 탑이라서니 되게 비효율적으로 돼 있다.
원래 이 탑은 벨렌 지역을 다스리던 영주의 마법사사 알렉산더의 탑이에요.
아, 알렉산더요?
키이라 매츠가 편지를 보내기도 했죠.
알렉산더가 마법사인 거예요?
네.
어.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
아, 캔당했어. 지를 무서워.
끝까지 안 보셔서 그래요.
아이고. 약간 비추고
끝까지
싶은데.
보면 퀘스트 갱신 소리 나고 경험치 들어옴.
다시 못 보나? 아, 됐다.
다시 볼 수 있어요. 단지
Doubt I'll ever
처음부터.
understand them. Keeping rats in cages like
다행이다.
rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men all
와, 집 아닌데 저렇게 바람 불면은 겨울에 어떻게 살아?
They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell.
뭐지 이 영웅?
Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
써선 안 되는
Said you were
단어라도
hollering as
들어간
you fled
건가?
the tower, the island.
왜요?
What exactly did you say?
Remember,
좀 수위를 높게 해놨어요, 채팅 능력.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent. Strong
오프모드서
emotions of any
메시지
kind
확인
can activate
메시지가
it.
이응.
Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
그래픽
옵션 그래픽에서 높음부터인가 게롤트 머리 엘라스틴 효과.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
That means
그냥 헤어 관련 다 끄면 저거 안 흔들려요.
아 진짜요?
To a ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses and rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
she was a but can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle
슬프다.
needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
Those are her bones.
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
뭐 끝이야?
집 밖에 나간 후
부들부들 떠는데 쟤?
좀 기다리다가 소리 들리면 다시 들어가 보세요. 집에서 떠나는 듯한 느낌으로.
Annabelle was no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free.
뭐야 왜? 어이?
A girl and plated flowers.
아나벨은 악령 테스타가 되어서 그레이엄 죽임.
왜요? 진실을 들은 게 아닌가요?
진실을 다 듣긴 했어요.
근데 왜?
단지 아나벨이 거짓말을 딱 하나 했어요.
어떤 거요?
게롤트가 이 섬에 뭔가 있지 않느냐? 라고 물었을 때 아나벨은 자신과 유령 말곤 없다고 했어요.
다른 유령이 있어도
위험한 존재는 없다는 뉘앙스로 이야기했죠.
그 위험한 존재가 그건가요? 아나벨인가요?
Greetings.
테스터는 누구?
자신입니다.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
아, 근데 방금 이야기를 다 듣고 그래도 그냥
괴물도감 보시면 나올 거예요.
Farewell.
원한과 저주로 인해 악령이 된 자신을 감추고 게롤트를 설득한 거죠. 몇 병의 처녀 저게 페스타예요. 선택하신 루트는 주로 많은 분들이 하는 루트예요.
아니 제가 뭐지 처음엔 죽을 줄 알았는데 저렇게 나눠지길래 근데 대화하다가 그게 뭐야 남친이 막 속죄 같은 뭐야 진실을 얘기해줘서 내가 다 듣고 있는 거 아니에요. 그래서 용서해줄 줄 알았는데 이걸 용서를 안 하네?
이미 악령이 된 상태거든요.
아 그거랑 별거인 거예요? 소름.
어지간한 상황 아니면 악령의 상태를 벗어날 수 없어요.
소름.
Yeah?
Let me see what you're off.
소름.
서양에선 악한 존재가 된 건 원한을 풀어준다고 해결되는 경우는 거의 없어요.
아.
더 극적인 뭔가가 있어야 합니다.
소름.
이번 경우는 너무 단순했죠.
시무룩하잖노.
아나벨의 말을 완전히 믿지 않는 경우
Come on, Roach.
페스타가 된 아나벨과 한 차례 전투를 벌입니다.
그리고 어떻게 되나요?
어느 정도 피를 깎으면 아나벨이 대신 그레이엄을 섬으로 데려오라고 해요.
아 성으로 데려오라 그래요?
그럼 게롤트가 그레이엄 데리고 섬으로 오게 되죠.
네네.
페스타의 모습인 아나벨이 그레이엄 앞에 나타나고
예.
여전히 날 사랑하면 키스하라고 요구합니다.
그리고
그레이엄은 어떤 모습이든 널 사랑한다면서 키스해요.
네네.
그럼 원래 인간의 모습을 되찾는 아나벨과 그레이엄이 출입해요.
아. 아.
그리고 아나벨이 그레이엄을 죽입니다.
네? 왜요? 왜 죽이는 거죠?
이건 앞에 죽인 것과 좀 다를 수 있어요.
같이 살기 위해서 죽인 건가요?
뼈주고 죽인 건 그냥 악령인 상태에서 원한으로 죽인 거라면 이쪽은 원한이 풀리고 사랑 확인하고 저 세상에서 사랑의 결실을 보기 위해 죽인 거라 볼 수도 있어요.
내가 원했던 거는
Just when I was starting to miss you.
그건데.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now. Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the
아나벨
curse, so the
입장에선
island's clear.
그레이엄과 저 세상에서
Annabelle's soul
사랑을
is
이룰
free.
수 있는 방법은 오직
Thing
둘 다
is,
죽은
I know
자여야만
she's a
하죠.
Vesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice. You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
보는 시각에 따라선 비극적 사랑의 나름 해피엔딩이거나
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly
아님
regarded
겨우 최악의
epidemiologist.
배드엔딩은 피한 정도.
I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes.
아.
Jealously.
그거 뭐야?
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we
피곤하시면
can make up for
주무세요.
that lost time now.
아, 졸려서 피곤한 게 아니에요.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer. There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
아.
네크로파지 구울이 2마리인가 있음.
Got those substances you wanted.
Splendid. I can finally begin
지금은 싸우고 싶지 않아요. 아, 좀 더 레벨을 올려야 돼.
Pour yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian
받은
spices.
편지 보면 이번에 손님이 비싼 거 시켜서 기분이 좋다 부자 될 거다 뭐
Care to
이런
tell me what
내용.
you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me in.
하지만 운세 좋은 날처럼 당해버렸습니다.
Then shoo outside.
상간의 고인의
Gotta slip
명복을.
into something more comfortable.
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
The king within capel.
뭐야? 세 번째지.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more if I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm.
잘 가라 한
True
마리.
story it's based on, too.
죽어버렸어.
A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole, left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale, I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother. I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
Sounds tempting. So tempting I don't
키이라
think I can
매치의
refuse.
초대.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
황상이네.
Hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Well, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Move it!
설거지라니.
설거지는 죽어도 싫다. 오야 이상한 데 갈 뻔. 길막해 길막해.
Whoa, Cinderella. You'll have a great fall.
아.
As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
아. 잔재를 부르다 뒤질라. 역시 사기치는 게 짱이 짱이지.
어디 갑니까?
가로질러 갑니다.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I need
저러다기 예측이랑 다른 곳으로 길이 나 있음 큰일 날 수도.
맞아, 그럴 수 있어요. 그거 뭐 설거지 하면 되죠.
키키키.
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of Zubaran dry in return, of course.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
이 돈 중에 내 돈도 있는 거 아니야?
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
It's very true. So, I've two
없을걸요?
options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss.
저희한테 산 그게 있는데 부들부들.
Fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lived through.
그 도중 중에 일부는 제 돈 아닙니까?
What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
그런 건 없다고 생각해야 합니다.
좋아요. 사실 드립이었습니다. 이건 아니야. 나 이건 절대 안 할 거야. 아 이게 그거구나.
Didn't destroy that workshop if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
시즌 1일 때
말하거나 질문하거나.
Although Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends with benefits. So,
Sorry.
난 다른 사람이 있어.
so what? Oh, Geralt. So old
3번 이란.
Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars? with me?
야스를 못 보겠군.
Why not?
야스요? 야스 누구요?
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No. It has a
이거
different name.
성인기이잖아요.
But indecent, actually.
네.
Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Made asleep with a spell.
3번 말고 다른 걸 하셨으면 여기서 더 이상의 설명은 생략한다.
아,
Fyke Isle, the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
그 자료들은 뭐하지?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest and member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
As long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
아, 이건 좀 에반데? 이게 낫겠다.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bed bugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
두 가지 선택을 다 하셨군요.
네?
결과만 말해 드리자면 둘 다 굿 선택하신 거예요.
What are you doing here?
What?
커맨더
This
루드님
on
어서
flying from the
오세요.
moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you've got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, and then cursed the old village.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oritum came here to gather brushwood. Suddenly, for no reason,
불쏘시개는
it burst into flame.
맨날 나와요.
Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that.
이 시대의 불관리는 매우 중요하던 시대니까요.
You needn't mock us. You see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me.
라이터도 가스도 석유도 전기도 없으니까.
Such are the times,
and they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will
대신
fill up with
마법이
frogs
있죠.
and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
불시에서 새롭게 불을 피우려면 불쏘시개가 필요하죠.
Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
well, I suppose it can't hurt to try.
마법사는 한줌도 안 되는 극소수니까요.
The altar and cry out, "All God, help the poor wretch in need." Who knows? He might just listen to a foreigner.
위쳐가 인맥이 겁나 넓다는 거네요. 마법.
기적이 오히려 많은 시대고 마법사는 고작 전 세계 다 합쳐도 수백 명뿐.
와, 근데 수백 명 중에서 이제 두 명 알고 있는 거야? 이야, 쩔잖아. 우리 위쳐. 게롤트.
게롤트는 위쳐치곤 매우 이단적일 정도예요.
아니, 게롤트 두 명이 마법사잖아요. 지인들 중에.
위쳐의 사회적 지위는 매우 낮아요.
진짜? 겁나 센데? 이렇게 센데? 그래서 막 시민이 그래서 맨날 침 뱉고 막 너랑 따위랑 밥 안 먹는다는 건가 그래서?
네.
Greetings. Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
위쳐는 보통 사람 대접도 못 받아요.
소름.
Farewell.
하지만 마법사는 귀족이나 왕들의 자문으로 매우 고연봉 고위직을 받는 게롤트가 매우 특이함.
아, 게롤트가 특이한 거예요?
조선시대로 비유하자면
네.
Need something crafted.
남자
Can you take a
무당이
look?
박수무당이죠. 무당은 사회적으로 매우 천대받지만 가끔 필요하죠.
허.
그런 무당이 정일에서 상품 정승집 대간마님과 아는 사이라고 합시다. 그리고 왕들도 꽤 알고.
아, 그래요?
심지어 위례도 받고 보호도 해주고 가끔 여자 소서리스와 잠자리도 합니다. 게롤트가 매우 특이함.
서로 잠자리. 게롤트 바람피네.
게롤트 여친이 예니퍼인데 예니퍼가 소서리스 중에서도 좀 유명해요.
아, 그래요? 상위 10%가 정도 되나? 그럼 분해를 해야 되나? 팔아야 되나?
소서리스들만의 조직인 로지의 멤버이기도 하고요.
게롤트가 인맥이 겁나 후하구만.
위쳐 2에선 폴테스트 왕의 호위 역도 하거든요.
소름.
물론 위쳐 성질상 잠시뿐이긴 했지만 나름 좀 길게 했음.
착한 게.
늑대 잡고 개 따라가면 돼요.
아, 알겠습니다.
Dog's tame. A pet. Wonder what it's doing here. Got a key sewed to your collar. I think it wants me to follow.
이 걔는 그게 아니에요? 그 뭐야 처음에 나왔던 동생 찾는 강아지.
시간과 예산이 부족해서 모델링을 돌려막기 했습니다. 쿨러.
아. 뭐야, 걔 개센데?
Inside. Best go in and see. Looks uninhabited. Something under the floorboards. Maybe they're loose. Or I could just wedge one up.
아이고.
Dog's gone.
아, 걔 가는 거 보고 그럴 거랬나?
상자를 왜 탐색 안 해요?
상자 탐색 안 했어요?
안 한 듯.
여기서 책 나오는 거 아닙니까?
키키키키. 거부당한다.
거부당한데. 뭐야? 된 거야? 뭐야? 여기서 책 먹으면 된 거 아니에요? 아닌가? 아, 잠만. 돈이 최고일 때는 약탈자 타는 게
시간차가 엄청나네. 이제 읽어주네.
소름.
That's it, Roach.
아니 왜 일로 오는 거야 대체. 아니요, 배불러요. 아, 이걸 따라가면 되는구나.
바다의 길인지 구더기의 길인지. 여튼 전 이만.
네, 고생하셨어요.
Doug went in the
다음에
kitchen,
또 봐요.
stole a hunk of meat,
네네, 다음에 봬요.
strung him by his feet.
Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty! Best sausage I have seen." Cook's a stupid killer. Shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire. Gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3. The one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know you. Go away.
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans. Didn't know that.
I'm looking for the witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself. The witches of the bog. We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us. When my brother Zamek went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that. You could still come back.
할머니가 많이
A young
아닌가?
woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassies got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, "Hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits. And it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here.
There's only frogs. And snakes.
And Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
You look after these kids?
They're my grandchildren.
Gran's good to us. Gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
Kids get lost in the woods. I miss them. Seen them in the woods. No one has.
Are you one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Witch? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the more in some furry shat.
Watch your language. They tells tales and tales, naught but tales.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on them.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
Your betrothed?
Daughter, actually.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm?
제발 날 도와주시오.
Bit of help, please. A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you.
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You, be gone. Be gone!
나도 여기까지 해야겠다. 흠.